do this.
Bada boom, bada bing. Hello and welcome back to Road Trip After Hours. I'm your host, Mac Davis. Along with me, WWE Hall of Famer, Mr. Teddy Long. Hey, Teddy.
Hey, Mac.
What you doing, brother?
Oh, girl, I ain't doing nothing.
Girl, look here. Don't start that with me. That's you and D-Bomb. I went to, this is one of the things I was going to bring up today, too. I went to Dragon Con. First time there. I've never been to a Dragon Con or anything like it. And it was one of the most unusual yet entertaining sights I have ever seen. Teddy, I know you were there because you were part of the wrestling program at Dragon Con. How was your time there?
Great. I had an absolutely great time, man. They invited me back next year, so everything was good.
That's very cool. It is a very professionally done con. Let me tell you something. I'm not used to wrestling. I mean, to these kind of cons where they go 24 hours. They don't have a stop. There are parties or there are group meetings throughout the entire 24 hours. It is intense. But if you just want to take the family there one time, just go for the weekend, let the kids see all the crazy costumes, I think they'd have a blast. My wife, she saw some of the footage of some of the stuff I was doing, Teddy, and she was saying, I never wanted to go, but after seeing that, I want to go now. I want to go see what this, the whole thing is. I saw a lot of wrestling cosplay there, people in costumes. And I know Superman, as a matter of fact, was a part of the main event, right, in the wrestling show?
Yes.
Tell me how that came about.
Well, they had this referee that was a heel referee, and they had me to come out, suspend the heel referee, and assign my own special referee for the main event for that night. And I thought none other person could do the job, none other than Superman. So Superman was the guest referee for the Dragon Con main event.
I know he got physical in the event because I saw him rearing back for a punch in one of the images from from Dragon Con, and it just looked like a lot of fun. The amount of people in that room to watch those matches, Teddy, man, that's an indie performer's dream to get in front of that kind of crowd. Because they're hot and they're all there for the same reason, to have fun and enjoy themselves. And that kind of atmosphere, man, it creates a lot of great matches during the night. I want to talk about this too, because Teddy, you and I have not been able to really connect with our schedules for the last couple of shows. And during this time, you were gone. You went to New York. You were, as people already know from social media, you were part of Vince McMahon's 80th birthday. You want to say anything about your time there? You want to talk about, just kind of let us know how it was?
Well, no, not really. Everything was great. I had an outstanding time. I hadn't seen Vince in some years, and he walked up to me, greeted me real nice, and told me it was good to see me. I told him same here, and I thanked him for everything he's done for me. And the next night at the party, what really got me is I just walked in, and I just sit down at a table, and so
Yeah.
the lady come and got me. She says, "Are you Teddy Long?" I said, "Yeah." She said, "Well, you're at Vince's table." So the only person that I think was at that table was me and Kurt Angle.
You and Kurt
I mean,
Angle
I'm sorry,
John
my
Cena.
bad. Me and John Cena. I'm
Yeah.
sorry.
Hey, look, I know there are a lot of names there. There were some that I've seen and they've been public about it. You get the Undertaker, Godfather, people like that. I can imagine being around those guys, because you're talking about a lot of guys you worked with over the years. So it had to feel good to get in the room where you're just with those guys. You know what I mean? Not with all the other fans. You're there with just the guys.
Yeah, I call them the heavy hitters.
The heavy hitters. Got Zach Minger already popping in here saying happy earlier birthday, Teddy. Teddy, when's your birthday?
September 15th.
Not too far away. Okay, Zach.
The other thing we're going to do too, and Mac was talking to me before we came on the air here, and he's dying for me to show this thing that Vince McMahon sent me.
Yeah, hang on real quick. Before you show it, let me kind of set this up. Teddy sent me this image. And there's a lot of things that Teddy will send me that I don't share. It's private. It's private. And there was one thing in particular he sent me a couple of days ago, and I saw it. I was like, "What the hell was that?" And this is what he's about to show you. And Teddy, how did this come about?
Well, I don't know. You got to talk to Vince. It was in my hotel room, and this was his way of giving gifts. And he gave me this. And well, I didn't. They sent it to me, but this is what it is right here. And I hope
Yep, just turn
everybody
your camera a
can.
little bit there. Yeah, that's incredible. When I saw that, I kept thinking, was this some kind of a joke thing that you had laying around, or was it miniature? That's a nice full head bust of Vince McMahon.
Yeah, and it says at the bottom, it says some legends are carved in stone. Vince McMahon.
Very cool. Very cool. Yeah, that's something I don't know if anybody's seen that yet. There's a possibility that's already been out there, but that kind of stuff, we know that a lot of things at his birthday party were very private, so much so that they didn't allow video or pictures really being taken without approval. And they were doing their own kind of production there too, right, Teddy?
Yeah, they were. You couldn't have any phones. They take the phones from you. And like I said, Vince was doing his own producing, and so on, which I'm sure we'll see this somewhere on Netflix or some TV somewhere.
Yeah. And you had mentioned that it looked good because he was up with the headset again. It looked like he was
Well,
enjoying
yeah, I
himself.
saw him at that one point, and he was, he was at home. He had his headsets on, and he was talking to Kevin, and it just he was just at home. He was just so relaxed. I could tell that, that's all this is his life, and that's all he wants to do.
Pretty classy lady popping in saying, "Hey, Mac and Teddy, good to see you in here again tonight. And by the way, if you'd like to be a part of the show, all you have to do is just leave us a comment. You don't have to pay for anything. There's no super stickers or anything like that. All of this is free. Just simply leave us a message and we'll bring it up on the screen." In fact, pretty classy lady is asking, "Teddy, did you ever meet Ernie Ladd? My mom met him in the 70s."
Yeah, I did meet him. When I was working with Vince, they brought him in at one point in time. I think he came in to help out a little bit, but I did get a chance to meet him.
And let's see, we have Zach. Hey, Zach, I'm sorry. Happy National Eat an Extra Dessert Day. Pretty classy lady. May have a little blossoming love thing going on here. Zach and pretty classy lady. He's being kind of sweet on her. So
Yeah, but don't use our show to get the hook up.
all right, let's see. We'll take one more question before we go into a quick break and come back with the mailbag here. Michael, hey, Michael, good to see you. Hey, Teddy, did you ever? I'm not sure if I understand this. Hang on. Did you ever weather with maybe Hoffman?
I don't understand none of that. What he's talking about? Did I ever weather with?
What do you mean? Sure, you understand that. Go ahead.
I don't know what he's talking about. I don't understand it.
I'm sorry,
Did
Michael.
you
I don't
ever
either.
did you ever weather with maybe Hoffman? I don't know what he's talking
It
about.
sounds like you got an attorney coming after you. Maybe you got some guy named Hoffman and Hoffman coming after you. Who knows?
I don't know. Well, maybe he's talking about Maven. Is that Maven's name?
Yeah, maybe he wants to know if you ever worked with Maven Hoffman or Huffman. I think
Well, I can't say because I don't know whether that's Maven's real name or not. So I don't know. I have no idea what he's talking about.
Hey, let's see. Let me just make sure before we get out of here. If I was about to say maybe he clarified it, but he hasn't. So, Michael, yeah, just clarify it a little bit for us. We'll answer it once we understand what we're talking about. But in the meantime, let's get in that mailbag here.
Letters, oh, we get letters. We get your letters every day. Mailman, mailman, mail today. Reach right in and pull one out. Those letters, I love those letters. Let's find out what you got to say.
Oh boy!
Mailman, mail today.
Okay, let's see. Inside the mailbag, our first question, Jeff on X asked, "You've made a lot of wrestlers participate in some wild matches, such as JBL and Undertaker in the Last Ride match, JBL and Big Show in a barbed wire steel cage match, and the Inferno match with Kane and MVP. Oh, and also Matt versus Jeff Hardy in a stretcher match. Do you have a favorite of odd matches like these?
I think the favorite was is the one with Kane. When I put somebody in, who did he say with Kane and in the fire match?
MVP. MVP.
MVP. Yeah, yeah. That was my favorite one.
Now, say, how dangerous was that? What were they using? Were weren't they had that's where they had the fire around the ring? Is that right?
Yeah, well, ain't nothing you can, you just got to be careful. That's all I can tell you. You can't run away from the fire.
No, no, because the fire is going to burn no matter what. By the way, Michael is popping back in, clarifying what he was saying. Oh, it'll stay up there. There we go. Sorry. Did you ever work with Megan Hoffman?
Well, who is Megan Hoffman?
I don't know.
Yeah, I don't know who you this guy's talking
Maybe
about.
somebody's shoot name from the indie days. Maybe Megan Hoffman. Anybody? Nobody
Yeah,
knows.
I don't remember. I may have Megan Hoffman. I just don't remember that name. I don't know who that is.
Let's see. Chris Nelms popping in here. That's an old friend in wrestling. Teddy, you may know Chris Nelms. He's
Oh
working.
yeah, yeah. I love Chris. Chris has always been a great guy, man. Hi, hey, what happened, player?
I'm sorry. He used to go by Locomotive at one time. He used to give him a hard time. Choo choo. Oh, yeah, but that's okay. Hey, Mac and Teddy. Teddy, how did you feel about being locked in the shark cage in WCW during the match between Ron Simmons and Butch Reed?
Well, I had no choice, whether I like it or not. That's where I had to go. But I really enjoyed that. That was great, man. That was like part of the Attitude Era, and it was absolutely great. I love doing stuff like that.
Let's see. Perry in Georgia, somebody else from Georgia, wants to know, does WWE pay for the ring gear of wrestlers or suits and dresses for the announcers?
Well, I don't think so. They may some announcers and some maybe top guys may have that kind of deal where their hotels and all that stuff are paid for, But right now, I don't know. I don't think so.
No, that does make me wonder, though, if the performers are doing their own gear, they're creating their gear and having it made and everything else. Suppose you walk up to Gorilla and Vince doesn't like the gear you're using. I mean, can he tell you, turn around?
He's
Find,
gonna tell you what you mean. If you don't like it, you ain't wearing it out there. You're
man,
gonna
all
go
that
take it
money
off.
wasted. Yeah, that's it seems like somehow they got to be involved, at least be on the same page for how the gear should look, I would think. But
What they should do is when they decide on something, they should maybe get with the writers and let the writers take it to Vince and show it to Vince and see what he has to say about it. But a lot of these guys and girls, they'll go to making stuff, and don't ask nobody nothing. Just so I know I'll look good in this. Can you make this? And then when they tell you can't wear it, then that comes the attitude problem.
so I would imagine even in some cases, if let's say a guy shaves a beard that he's had for a while, or a woman who's had long hair that cuts it short, I imagine you better pass that by the office before you get it done in most cases, right?
Well, yeah, yeah, exactly. Anything dealing with the body and stuff where you got to be out on TV, and if you're going to change something, then you need to let somebody know.
Let's see. Michael saying, "Hey Mac and Teddy, hey Mac, were you ever in GCW?" No, no, and I'm not. There's so many variations of that. I'm assuming that maybe you're talking about Georgia Championship Wrestling or something like that. But no, there's a. I just worked in the Independence in the Georgia area mainly, and I had a great time while I was doing it before I got hurt. Let's see what else we got here. We have speaking of hurt, our next question comes from Captain Hurt, who writes, if you could remove any part of your wrestling career, what would it be?
I don't think it'll be anything. I had a great time with everything that I've done, from getting jackets, from putting up the ring, taking the ring down. My whole career. There were some good times and there were bad times, but I made it all work for me. I knew when the bad times were there, so I just struggled right through that, and just kept right on going. And I knew when the good times were. So, but you also got to understand when the good times you got to act just like they're not good times. Don't let nothing go to your head because that's the worst thing you can ever do. So, and I never did do that. And that's why I'm still a survivor and I'm still around.
Was there a an angle maybe or a storyline that you wish if you could just like, oh, just get rid of that? I don't want that anywhere in my history of being in wrestling. Was there a storyline or something that you just wish never happened? I
I
know of
wish I
one I can
never.
think of.
I wish I never had the match with Eric Bischoff where Boogeyman came in and did the run in. That was the worst.
Oh
Jesus
man,
Christ, that was just horrible.
that actually made the worst match of the year, if I recall. I
I'm
think.
sure. It probably made the worst match of the century.
All right, let's see. We also have the meltdown. Hope you guys are doing well. You as well. Happy Thursday from Arizona. Oh, I know that's Brian. Hey, Brian. I'm sorry. You know who this is, Teddy. Wrath.
Who?
Wrath. Let's see. How would you know him from WF, which was Atom Bomb?
Oh, okay, all right. Yeah. I didn't know nothing about the rap there. All right. Yeah,
Yeah,
yeah, yeah, yeah. Adam is great, man. What a great guy, man. I saw him. It's been a little while. I think we were somewhere together, but I did talk to him. But he has his own podcast. He's doing
yeah.
great too, man.
Let me tell you something. Wrath, for those who don't know, go back in the WCW catalog and look for Wrath. He was a great character for what he was. I always enjoyed Wrath. In fact, I always felt like there was something about him that said star. It screamed it, as a matter of fact. But he just never hit the height that I thought he would hit. Why? I don't know, but he should have been champion. He just has that aura about him. Even when you see him today, and Teddy, you said you've met him recently. Even when you walk up to him today, he feels special. He has that star quality, right?
Well, to see, his problem is he's like everybody like him that's so nice, great attitude, they don't make it.
No, no, no. And I know exactly what you're talking about. Let's see here. Michael's saying, hey, Teddy, did you ever work with Maven?
Oh yeah, I did work with Maven. Yeah, when he first came in from Tough Enough, I worked with him, and then I saw him a while back, and I did a little bit of work with him.
All right, Patty in Cincinnati. This is a good question. I'm trying to see, trying to remember if I can even answer this. Did WWE ever make a Teddy Long teddy bear?
No, not that I know of.
Now, that's a great question because you would automatically think that would be a go-to for somebody in marketing to go, you know what, Teddy Long, teddy bear, how hard is that?
Hey, my man, it was hard enough to get a card back then, a Teddy Long card, let alone a teddy bear.
Jeez, that's not right. But that's a great question because I've really thought about that before. Let's see, Steve. Hey, Steve. Teddy, was you around the Magnum TA deal? And do you see him now? I guess he means the Magnum TA days.
Oh yeah, I worked with Magnum. And I was there when he got hurt in the car accident and everything. And like I said, I haven't seen him lately, but sometime on the different cons and different signings, I get a chance to run into Magnum. But yeah, 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 he's still around and he's still humble, still a nice guy.
It sure is. As a matter of fact, I did an interview with him that you'll find on this channel on YouTube for Road Trip After Hours. One of my early interviews I did with Magnum TA, super nice guy, and he gave a great story about that cage match with Tully Blanchard and the spike that was used in that match. There's a great story behind that, so look that up down below. Let's see, pretty classy lady. Let's see, are either of y'all NFL fans? Are you ready for the new season? Teddy, are you a football fan?
I'm not a big football fan, but I am a football fan, and I am getting ready for the season. I'm looking at a lot of new talent that the Atlanta Falcons have acquired, so I'm looking forward to watching them.
Yeah, I love football when I can sit down and actually enjoy it. Otherwise, I don't. I mean, I'm not a rabid fan. I'm not going to watch every game that happens throughout the weekend. That's just not me. I got too much other stuff going on to do that. But let's see. Darren from Florida is our last question coming from the mailbag. And he asked, what was your favorite match that you refereed prior to WWE?
Probably the Steamboat and Flair match,
Chi-Town.
Chi-Town Heat.
Yeah.
I
Yeah.
think that was that was real important. I really, I gained some steam for myself by doing that.
Yeah. Now, look, I remember seeing you back. I've seen you in Harley races matches before.
Yes.
You've been. It's amazing to me when I go back to watch some of the early videos of Jim Crockett Promotions, NWA stuff like that, and I'll see you pop up as the referee in a lot of these matches, a lot, and it
Well,
amazes me. Go ahead.
I was the only ref. I had to do the Saturday morning show and the Saturday afternoon show. All of them. It was like 16 matches.
Well, I
So,
imagine you learned quick then.
well, you had to learn, you know what I
Yeah.
mean? Because it wasn't no, there wasn't no time to play. It was all strictly business. So, by me being able to work all those matches, by myself and everything, it was great for me because I could learn and concentrate. And that's what I did. Everyone I stepped into, I learned something that day.
Yep. All right. Let's see. Brian, Teddy, when did you meet Ron Simmons?
Ron came in from Florida. They brought him up. He was working down there, and he came in, and they brought him up to WCW, and that's when we did the thing with him and JYD. God rest his soul. I made the fast count and did the heel referee turn. But that's when I met Ron.
When did Butch get involved? When did the idea come together for Butch and Ron to get together?
Well, they Nancy Benoit, Nancy, so whatever, God rest her soul. She was managing them, and they were golly, I'm trying to think what they call them then. Oh, the Ebony Express. They had on
Yeah.
hoods.
Yeah.
And finally, when Kevin brought up, and they mentioned me and let them know talking about me being able to talk, and they wanted to make me a manager. Well, that's when they decided to take those guys and put them with me. So that's when Butch came in the picture. Then after when came in with Ron, they came in as the Ebony Express. Then I took the hoods off of them. I said they're too good looking to be wearing hoods. And here they are doomed.
Well, hopefully we didn't lose you just then, Teddy. Hopefully that's just a flash from your phone getting a call. You there? Yeah, there you are. Okay. Let me ask you, on the mic, who was better, Ron Simmons, Butch Reed?
Well, they both could talk. I mean, the Butch was, he was a little more entertaining because he's kind of country, and he had that slang about him, Yeah, I'm gonna poke chop you, and
Yep.
stuff like that. So he was real funny.
Yeah, I always wondered because for you to be the mouthpiece of those two, and neither one of them had a problem using a microphone. I mean, you had three guys that were in a group that could just burn on a microphone, so it was hard to ever, not be successful with the group of doom. And Teddy, did we lose you for good this time? I think we lost Teddy for good that time. All right. Let's say, well, hang on, guys. And while he's there, he goes. He's trying to get back in here. Let me grab him. And there you are. You can hear us, okay?
Yeah.
Okay. Let me get in a few more questions before we finish up here. Michael saying, "What are your memories working with Big Johnny, Teddy?"
I don't remember him, and I don't want to remember him.
Is he talking about John Laurinaitis? Is that who that is?
Exactly.
Okay, yeah. I haven't heard that name in a while, and it's been so nice and pleasant. I mean, no offense, Michael. Thanks for asking, though. Let's see. Also, we did have somebody asking you to do something. Dave Crone wanting you to go. Teddy, can you say you're going one-on-one with the Undertaker?
That's a combo. You need to send me $100.
Hey, when you go to these signings at these conventions, all you got to do is roll up with your telephone, and he can do that all day for you for a price because it's all about the money. Yeah, no, he's really good about that with a lot of people. I got to tell you, there are times too. I've been around a lot of guys who work in these cons. And Teddy can come across like he's just all business, but there are times when there are fans who come up that Teddy knows just what the experience means to them, and he'll sweeten that pot and give it to them for damn near nothing sometimes, simply because they're that cool of an individual. And I don't see many people do that. Although I will say Boogeyman, also I've seen him do that as well, where he really looks out for the fans. All right, let's see. What else do we have here? I got one more, I think, here, Teddy. The Boogeyman cut out Teddy's feed. He probably did. That's probably why he was gone. Either that or he's getting a phone call from his little sweetheart. So, Teddy, that's it. We got to pick a name before we close out of here. Who do you want to go with tonight? What question?
I want to go with the gentleman that, what was that question that just asked?
I don't know what you're, I'm not
just then, right before you went to this. What did the guy just ask us?
Let's see. We had, what are your memories working with Big Johnny?
Yeah.
You that's who you want to give it to. Okay, so that's Michael. Michael, I know you're listening to us, and just drop me a direct message or an email. If you want to know what an email is, it's very simple. It's macdavismail, MAIL at gmail.com. And congratulations, we'll get that shirt out to you. Teddy, man, I've had fun. I know that you stay busy, but I believe you're going to try to take a little time off right now, right?
Well, I don't take time off. I reschedule.
Well, yeah. I'm just going to take a breather for a second and
Oh
just be
yeah.
listening.
Hey, I'm gonna this week I'm gonna take next week I'm gonna get ready to go see the niece. She's making some banana pudding
Oh,
and some red velvet. All this is homemade, player.
red. Oh, see, and I'm on a heavy diet right now, so there's just no way. Even if
Well,
you put it in
I'm
front of
on
me,
a
I couldn't eat
diet
it.
too, but what I do, I don't eat a lot of it. I'll go up, she'll have dinner, I'll eat maybe one serving that night, then maybe not the next night, but maybe the second night I may eat a little bit more, and then I'll bring some home with me. But man, you got to this homemade stuff here is unreal.
And look here, I know Teddy and his appetite. I've watched him put away an entire dozen Krispy Kreme donuts at
No,
one
you
time.
have not.
One time,
No,
just
you
like
have
that.
not. No, you have not. Why you telling the people? You ain't seen me do that.
We're out of here. We'll see you again next Thursday night, 7 o'clock Eastern Standard Time, same time.